All right. Good morning, everybody. It's 11:31, and I'd like to call the Kane County Board special meeting to order, please. Clerk, could you call the roll?
Allen, Arroyo,
Here.
Bates, Doherty, Garcia, Gripe,
Here, remote.
Gums,
Gums remote.
Iqbal,
Should be here.
Caius, Leonard,
Leonard here.
Lewis, Linder,
Over here.
Molina, Penesis,
Hennessy's here.
Roth,
Roth here.
Sanchez,
Which is present.
Strathman,
Strathman here.
Surgis, Tarver,
Harvey's here.
Tepe,
Tepe here.
Williams,
Williams here.
Young, and Mr. Surgis, I see you're in there.
Surge's here, remote.
Pirog,
I'm here as well.
you have a quorum in the room.
All righty. We have, may I have your permission to allow Mr. Gripen, Ms. Gums, Lewis, and Mr. Surgis remotely
No objection.
with full voting because we have quorum in the room. Okay, very good. Thank you. I think I have everybody signed up. All right. First of all, we have to do the pledge. Before we do the pledge, I just want to say thank you all for coming here on this day for the special meeting. I truly appreciate it to see if we can find a potential candidate to fill our empty position. So I just want to share my appreciation for taking the time out of a very busy family time to attend this meeting. Who's the last one in today?
It was
Alex.
Mr. Aurora.
Mr. Arroyo.
He's hiding behind you.
Do the pledge. Will.
Oh, you can do it. You got this. We believe in you.
Can hide, but can't.
To the republic, which is one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Quick invocation.
Go get your cop.
You can pick it up and hold.
I just want some thoughts for today. We know why we're here. We all know why we're here. And I pray that we all use our heads, that we come together as a board, regardless of party, regardless of factions, whoever you believe in, God, Buddha, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, but we need to figure out what we're going to do as a board. And I pray that we come together. As I said to my last school board meeting before I left, go out for a beer, talk the shit out. Oh, excuse me, but talk the stuff out. Talk it out. But I pray that we as a board, just come together and use our heads. Because I am not liking this. And I'll be speaking on this later, but in Jesus' name.
Amen. I have to say that was one of the most truthful prayers I've heard. All righty. There are no minutes to approve, and we have a couple speakers. Mr. Shepro is anxiously awaiting to give us our historical moment of the day. So Mr. Shepro, please.
Morning, Ken Shepro, local historian. With your two semi-quincentennial minutes today. November 25th, 1775. On this date, the Continental Congress met. Quorum was in the room. And they unanimously voted to tell ships of the Continental Navy that they should feel free to capture, take, and sell as prizes any ships flying the flag of Great Britain in opposition to the terrible effects of the ministry, which they were still blaming for everything at this point, that was oppressing the colonies. more importantly, because I may not be here in 7 years, November 25th, 1783 is Evacuation Day. On November 25th, 1783, the last British troops marched down in New York, got on their ships, and sailed away, ending officially 2 years after Yorktown, the Revolutionary War. Later that day, George Washington and his army entered New York for the first time in 7 years. And a few days later, he had a farewell dinner for his officers. And then he got on his horse with 2 aides, rode to Annapolis where the Continental Congress was meeting, and he surrendered his commission and returned to private life. That's your, those are your semi-quincentennial minutes.
Very nice. Thank you so much. I love that little bit of history. It's always very good. Ms. Allen, welcome. Mr. Anderson, you're our next speaker.
Good morning, Brian Anderson, Sugar Grove. I came here today to listen to the appointed candidate selection. And truth be told, all transparency, I had no desire to get up and speak until I pulled up the agenda this morning and pulled into the agenda. And you've got Matthew, and I apologize, Dingleton, I think. My apologies. So let me take everybody back to the last county board meeting. I was struck by Madam Chair's comments like, hey, listen, I'm going to be choosing Mary Berman for a couple reasons. One, she is not going to run again, and so it's just a year appointment. That's the good news. And secondly, ladies and gentlemen, she's not a candidate on the ballot, and so I'm not going to select a candidate that is currently on the ballot because the optics would look bad, that for the voters in District 2, it would appear from the optics that we may be endorsing a candidate. Now I see today, Matthew is one of the candidates on the ballot. So I'm hoping if there's any discussion among you, I would encourage you to bring that back up because they're not my words. They're the words directly from your chairman of the board. A good reason why we want to go outside of the box. So today I kind of thought when I came here, there was going to be a brand new candidate that is not on the ballot because that goes against everything that she said last week. Thank you very much.
All right, that does conclude our public comment. Is that correct? There's nobody else, just the two? Okay, very good. My comments, I'd like to get down to business. So before we go on to the resolution, that was asked of me by one of your board members, why this change? I think it's very important that we do have a candidate. Can you hear me now? I think it's very important that we have somebody to take this position. I always have, always will. With the lively discussion that occurred at our last board meeting regarding the candidates, I left and I had time to reflect and reconsider where we move forward. And I also sought counsel with a couple board members as well as with John Frank, who just counseled, did not give me any advice, just provided an ear for me to determine what our next steps are. We have a need for a candidate to help fulfill this position for 1 year. It was asked of me to please consider the fact that there may not be a person who is selected to represent District 2 for a period of time. And I reflected upon that because I believe representation is very, very important. But I also will stand by what I had said previously, that I had, there were some thoughts of me, and I still have those thoughts, that there may be some other kinds of political plays that may have been going on, and not bad, because we're a political body. So I completely understand that. So then I started reflecting about what kind of candidate would be a good approach to take, and who of the remaining two, because there would only be two left, would be a good effective candidate for your consideration. Mary Berman, after the decision that was made by the board, she has withdrawn. She is no longer interested in this position, so she has withdrawn. Otherwise, she'd have been brought back up again. So she's retired from her interest in this position. So I was speaking about this earlier today. Questions came to my mind of what I believe this board, as well as District 2, would be an appropriate person to choose. So several weeks ago, I was in the city of Aurora having a cup of coffee, and a young PC introduced himself, Democrat, and we started talking. And he said to me, I would love to have some representation for people who are young like me so that we can get a start. And I've heard this, I think all of you have heard this, to bring in some new people who are in their 30s, their 40s, to give them an opportunity to get started. And I've heard that for a long period of time, and I'm sure you have as well. Then the other consideration I had is, who's a businessman or businesswoman? Who's got business savvy and knowledge? Because that too has been represented to me, not by the people of District 2, but by this board, because we have important issues to talk about. How do we manage our finances? Where are we going towards the future? How do we look for that? And I went, okay, that's a qualification that I've heard continually. And then, because there is such a big approach and a support for environmental issues here in Kane County, sustainability, who's qualified for that? How do we find somebody who has that skill as well? And how, those are three attributes that I feel are very important for a candidate for a temporary position. Remember, this is a one-year temporary position. This is not the position that is being an elected position. So with that, and how do I approach to be a moderate approach where we can all come together? I thought of Matt. So that is why my reasoning that I'm bringing Matt forward to you. His qualifications are, he's lived in Kane County for several years. I know for a fact he's an environmentalist. I know for a fact that he is business savvy. He's a regional sales manager. He has to bring product and services to a large range community. And if he doesn't bring satisfactory services and product, he loses sales. And being a salesman, if any of you have done sales, you know it's very challenging to do. He also works for a wonderful, wonderful company, although that is like a true secondary component to us. But I had the time yesterday, finally had the excitement of learning more about the company that he works for. And those core values that that company represents include service, that they want their employees to do public service. And I thought, well, this sounds like a lovely match. So he's got the background and the knowledge, the desire and the skill to do this temporary post. So for those reasons, I'm bringing Matt forward to you for your consideration. So let me go to my next page. So may I please have a motion and a second to discuss the resolution 25-453.
Caius would move.
Mr. Caius,
Hennessy will second.
thank you. So discussion,
Madam Chair, I would call for the question.
very good, thank you.
second.
Second, all right, with no further discussion, clerk call the roll.
This is to call the question.
Oh. There's no objection.
No objection?
Yeah, there's no objection to call the question, then just.
This is a vote
I
for.
have it. I have an
no.
objection.
Okay, then you need to do a roll call right now. And it
Okay,
needs to be 2/3 to call the question.
okay, 2/3 vote. We have a question posed by Ms. Gums. So this is the vote to call the question.
Arroyo? Bates?
Bates, yes.
Gripe?
Gripe, no.
Gums,
Gums, no.
Juby,
Juby, no.
Caius,
Guys, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, no.
Linder,
Linder, yes.
Penesis,
Genesis, yes.
Roth,
No.
Sanchez, Strathman,
Strathman, yes.
Sturgis,
No.
Carver,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Tempe, yes.
Williams,
Williams, yes.
Young,
No.
passes.
One was not called.
Right?
Two-thirds, it's
I
tied.
went over
No.
half. My apologies.
Miss Allen didn't
Miss
vote.
Allen
Yeah, that's
did
not
not
two-thirds.
vote.
Doesn't pass.
Alan, no. Tied. So
Okay, so it's 2/3, so
it's not, all right.
it
So,
does not pass, which means you're back in discussion.
okay, so we go back into discussion. Who would like to make a comment?
Madam Chair, Gums.
Ms. Gums?
Madam Chair, I just have a statement I would like to read. Thank you, Madam Chair. Before we proceed with the vote, I want to acknowledge something plainly. We've not handled the District 2 vacancy process as clearly or transparently as the public deserves. The passing of Dale Berman left a sudden and deeply personal void for his family, for District 2, and for this board. Our responsibility was to move forward with a process that residents could trust, and our first attempt last Monday did not meet those standards. I also want to express a sincere apology to all of our individuals who applied to fill this vacancy as they step forward in good faith, offering their time, their experience, and their willingness to serve. You deserved a process that reflected the commitment, and we fell short. I share the frustration of District 2 residents and frankly, the frustration of the people across the county who expect us to model good governance, not confusion. They deserve clarity, fairness, and transparency, especially when filling an elected office. Today, my hope is that we take this vote with the seriousness and integrity that the moment requires. Regardless of how each of us vote, we owe it to the residents to complete this process responsibly, respectfully, and in a way that strengthens the public's confidence in this board. And I hope we don't fall short again today.
Thank you, Ms. Gums. Anybody else? Yes, Ms. Allen.
This is Alan. Thank you, Madam Chairman. I originally supported Mary Berman because I thought she was qualified. Been in the political arena for a very long time and was so close to her husband as a life partner and a political partner that she wouldn't have much trouble working through the curve of the county board business for a year. My other concern was, I think we have 4 people who have gone to the trouble to gather signatures and file for the office, and that are selecting any one of them is putting our thumb on the scale. And that is worrisome to me. I have a primary now. I'm delighted to have both the privilege of being an incumbent and the baggage that comes with being an incumbent. But when I first ran in a primary, I was grateful that we were on an even playing field. And so that's why I am not sure on how to solve this problem, but I think putting our gravitas behind a candidate is unfair to the others. I forgive me for taking this moment, but when I made a speech previously about a legacy appointment, I made the comment that if I had been hit by a bus, that my husband would have been able to step in and probably would have done a better job than I. I had someone say to me, I thought your husband was in a lot of mental trouble. I was referring to before that.
You knew that.
Arthur and I traveled down the dementia path for probably about 10 years, and it's rough. I wouldn't wish it on anyone I liked. I probably wouldn't wish it on anyone I didn't like. But my reference was to, of course, Arthur in his sentient prime when we were lucky enough to have we're lucky enough to be a real good team for a real long time. So thank you for indulging me.
Thank you. And yes, I've been down the dementia path. You know, this is my second time with a family member. It's a tough journey. Anybody else?
Madam Chair, while you're here. I've never been so popular as this weekend with all the calls I got.
Yeah,
Microphone,
can you get closer to your
I never
mic?
thought I was popular until this week. Louder and slower. Yes, yes, Ms. Bates, thank you. It was a busy weekend, phones and texts and whatnot. And to the candidates, I just went through this process a few months ago. And I know the anxiety, the angst, nervousness, preparation, and getting the call, and then not getting the call for other people, and then getting a second call, then a third call. I'm embarrassed right now. I'm embarrassed with this board. I'm not saying anything I haven't told all of you that I've talked to already. I will be abstaining because 24 of us are guilty of not acting, I hate to say in a professional manner, but just, I'm at a loss for words. Just that I've been on boards before. I had to pick 4 vacancies, and the process is always the same process. And my 20 years covering King County boards, it's been 4 or 5 different processes I've witnessed now. I feel bad for the candidates. I feel bad for us. I feel bad for us as a board. Nothing against Mr. Dingledine, but I will be abstaining my vote because this is not what I signed up for. You know, it's I signed up for. Let's take our vote. But we got to think of what's going to happen here, because there will be other vacancies, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do as a group. And as I said during the vacation, we're going to put our differences aside, get to know each other on a personal level again, start rebuilding trust among each other, and then move forward, because we have an election year coming up, and it's a big picture I'm looking at, and it's not here. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
All right, thank you. Mr. Gripe.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Actually, a question, if I could, and maybe it's to you, but to whoever might be able to answer it, if there is an answer. If this resolution were to fail today, so in my mind, that means as of the end of this meeting, there's nobody in that spot. What would happen next, if anybody can comment?
I will turn that over to Mr. Frank.
So there's 2 parts to this answer. One, I'm happy to do an open session. One, I would prefer to be in closed session. So there's 2 parts of this answer. One, I'm happy to do an open session. One, I would prefer to be in closed session. I'll defer to you all on that. The open session answer to this is the law does not contemplate you not appointing someone past 60 days. The first is 60 days. So
December 1st.
December 1st. If it goes beyond that, it's kind of up in the air. And you all have to decide what that means, whether or not you're going to appoint anyone. And there's parts of this that I'll answer in closed session because it involves legal issues. So, and I'll leave it at that.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move we
Wait,
go.
excuse me a second. Mr. Gripe still has the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. So with his comments and in appreciation of Alex's comments, I don't know if it might make sense to go into closed session, because I think when we did that last time, it was helpful to allow us to converse as we might want. So I would make that motion that we go to closed session and we can continue this as briefly as we need to, but without reservation. And then we can get to the second half of Mr. Frank's answer.
Mr. Frank, this is fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on just a second, please.
Yeah,
Mr.
the specific motion, just so for clarities of the record, would be for the appointment of an individual for a public office. So that would be the basis. And if that's the way you do want to go with it, I was going to ask for a quick closed session for settlement of claims and pending probable and imminent litigation. So if you just want to do it all in once, we can do this pretty quickly.
Are we all good with that? Okay, we have a motion to go into closed session. Is there a second?
Sanchez seconds
Thank
for
you,
the
Mr. San-
purposes stated by Mr. Frank.
Okay, very good. We have for
Sanchez.
Sanchez seconds.
I'll think of Sanchez.
All right. So we have a motion and a second to go into closed session. Clerk, could you call the roll?
Allen,
Aye.
Arroyo, Bates, Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Juby,
Juby, aye.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Leonard,
Leonard, yes.
Linder,
And you know.
Hennessis,
Hennessy, yes.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman, Surgis,
Yes.
Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Yes.
Williams,
Williams, no.
Young,
No.
passes 3 noes.
All right, we are now going into closed session.
All right, those members of the public in the room, please do not leave any bags, coats, jackets, personal effects in the boardroom. Those online, please join us when the invite comes. Board members in the room that have joined the Zoom, you must exit the Zoom before we can go into closed session. So please go ahead and jump off.
Sorry. I heard him say quick closed session.
Yeah, too. Whatever you want. Making Mr. Sheffield. Not good. And what?
No. 1 minute. 2 minutes. I should be done with my meeting here in about 5 minutes. Okay.
What do we say tonight?
Audio issue.
Audio's not working.
Oh, no.
Alan,
Alan present.
Arroyo, Bates,
Dave's here.
Doherty, Garcia,
Garcia here.
Gripe,
Here.
Gums,
Gums here.
Iqbal,
Iqbal present.
Juby,
To be here.
Caius,
Caius present.
Leonard,
Leonard here.
Lewis, Linder,
Linder here.
Molina, Penesis,
Hannes is here.
Roth,
Roth is here.
Sanchez,
Sanchez here.
Strathman,
Here.
Surgis,
Surge's present.
Tarver,
Tarver's here.
Tepe,
Deppie here.
Williams,
Here.
Young,
Here.
Pirag.
Is David's here? Yes, I'm
Here.
here.
You have
Yes.
quorum in the room.
Yeah, okay, David is here. Okay. All right, let's go back. We had a motion and a second, to discuss, resolution 25-453. Are there any other comments on this? Okay, I'm looking to my, yes, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Sanchez here. I would like to make a motion to amend to replace the current candidate with the other candidate, Kim Young, and would ask for a second.
Strathman would second.
So just so we're clear on this, even if this passes, unless Madam Chair agrees to the amendment, it's effectively a void resolution.
I understand.
All right, we have a motion and a second to remove the current name and replace it with Kim Young. I think we are ready for discussion on that motion.
Alan moves to table.
So the amendment, I don't think I've ever seen somebody table. Are you tabling the amendment or are you moving to table the whole thing?
I wanted to table the whole thing. Do you want me to wait?
Would you mind waiting until after the
Not at all.
amendment? Perfect.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to change the name from one to another, one candidate to another. Is there any discussion on this? With,
I think it's important related to the vote of whether or not you are consenting to the change.
I will not consent.
Okay, so everyone's clear, even if you amend it, it has no legal authority.
So should we move forward with the vote, sir?
Yeah, and you're in discussion, so.
Okay, we're in discussion.
Otherwise, it's time to take the vote for the amendment.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second for this. Clerk, call the roll.
Alan,
Alan, no.
Arroyo,
Same.
Bates,
Abstain.
Garcia,
Garcia abstain.
Gripe,
Gripe, no.
Gums,
Gums no.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Juby,
Juby, no.
Caius, Leonard,
Caius, yes.
Leonard, no.
Linder,
Linder abstain.
Molina, Penesis,
Penesis, no.
Roth,
Roth, no.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Yes.
Surgis,
All right, don't laugh at me. What is the vote for again?
great question.
I'm lost.
It's a motion to amend the name of the candidate to Kim Young?
Um, abstain. No, I'm a yes.
Your
Sorry,
vote is,
I'm kind of lost on this right now.
You're-
Because you said if I vote yes and blah, 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 if I vote no, it doesn't matter. Because Madam Chair is not doing it. So what's the vote for?
You are correct in that analysis, sir.
so your
So-
vote is abstaining or is it a yes?
Well, in this case, it's an abstain.
All right,
Oh,
okay,
man.
very good.
Let's count.
Tarver,
Tarver, no.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Williams,
Williams, no.
Young,
No.
does not pass.
Does not
Could I
pass.
change my vote to yes, please?
What was it?
Abstain.
I'm sorry, you're moving from an
Yes.
abstain
I move from abstain to yes.
to a yes.
It's still gonna lose.
All right,
So it fails.
so we're back to the original motion.
I believe Miss Allen had a motion.
Miss Allen,
Oh, come on.
I move to table.
there is a motion on the floor to table.
Two seconds.
Unreal.
No, we have motion. Could you direct us again one more time about now we have a motion and a second to table resolution 425453. Is there discussion on table or just direct to vote?
I think this one's discussion.
Not on tabling.
Oh,
No
not on the
discussion
table.
on
That's correct.
table.
Sorry. Yes, it's on the table. So
Oh,
yes,
just-
there's no
just-
discussion, straight vote.
No discussion, straight vote. Let me vote. To table. Okay. All right, this is a motion to table, and I'll say it again. Resolution 425453. Clerk, call the roll.
Allen,
Allen, aye.
Arroyo, Bates,
Cliff, what should I do?
I'm saying no.
I'm kidding.
Excuse me.
I'm
sorry.
voting no.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Yes, no, don't answer that question. I'm just kidding. Yes.
Garcia,
Garcia abstain.
Gripe,
Gripe, no.
Gums,
No.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, no.
Juby,
Aye.
Caius,
Caius, no.
Leonard,
Leonard, no.
Linder,
Linder, yes.
Penesis,
Genesis, no.
Roth,
Roth, yes.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, yes.
Strathman,
Strathman, yes.
Surgis,
Burgess, no.
Tarver,
Tarver, yes.
Tepe,
Tepe, yes.
Williams,
Williams, no.
Young,
No.
Is it tied? The two abstains.
9-9.
9-9.
tie.
Loses. That means it loses.
Start lobbying.
We have two abstains. Does the abstain count as a no?
Abstains always count as a no.
All righty, so,
Then fails.
Go
okay,
to table.
two, so we're not tabling this? Just lost, sir, lost, ma'am. All right, let's,
It's not tabled.
it's not been tabled, the vote will happen. So we are now ready to vote on, again, resolution, let me say it one more time, 25-453. This is, leave our final vote.
Oh, can I amend it?
Vote is either yes, no, or abstain,
And maybe just
and an abstain, as we have just indicated, will be a no. And yes, yes, ma'am,
Madam Chair, just to clarify, we are voting now on the original motion.
that's correct. That is accurate, absolutely. Everybody's clear? Okay, you ready? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Allen,
Sorry, there's
No, I'm, so what are we voting on?
the resolution.
Original-
The
Resolution as-
Original resolution, resolution as presented.
Thank you. I apologize.
Involving Mr. Dingledy.
That's right. Okay, Miss Allen, your vote?
Allen, no.
Arroyo,
Roy abstain.
Bates,
Bates, no.
Garcia,
Garcia, no.
Gripe,
Gripe, yes.
Gums,
Gums, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Juby,
Abstain.
Caius.
Fail.
I'm sorry, sir.
Mr. Caius, your vote,
Caius,
please?
no.
No.
Caius,
Leonard?
no.
No.
Leonard, yes.
Linder,
Linder abstain.
Hennessis,
Hennessis, yes.
Roth,
Roth abstain.
Sanchez,
Sanchez, no.
Strathman,
No.
Surgis,
No.
Tarver,
Tarver, no.
Tepi,
Tepe, no.
Williams,
Yes.
Young,
No.
does not pass.
All right, the motion fails.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanksgiving.